Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. His Majesty King Abdullah opened the 27th annual meeting and business forum of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, EBRD, held at the King Hussein bin Talal Convention Center at the Dead Sea Shores. In a keynote speech, the King stressed that the highest national priority and his personal priority is to provide a better life for all Jordanians. King Abdullah said energizing our economies, the theme of the meeting, begins with investment in innovation and 21st century thinking, in private sector growth and opportunity, and in the pillars of stability and moderation. Our economic programs, His Majesty said, rests first on our greatest national asset, the talented, aspiring Jordanian people, the vast majority of whom are young. His Majesty added Jordan's geostrategic gateway position connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa is the country's second greatest asset. Multiple free trade agreements, he said, give our private sector and its partners access to more than 1 billion consumers worldwide, including 350 million people right here in the MENA region. King Abdullah said EBRD has been a true partner in Jordan's economic journey, investing in economic growth and private sector participation, as well as providing critical assistance for our refugee response plan. His Majesty King Abdullah received a delegation from the Board of Directors of the East-West Institute, an independent international research center focused on building confidence and resolving conflicts in the world. During the meeting, His Majesty underlined the need to intensify international efforts to reach a just and lasting peace between the Palestinians and Israelis based on the two-state solution, leading to the establishment of an independent Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. With regards to the Syrian crisis, King Abdullah reiterated Jordan's support for all efforts aimed at finding a political solution to this crisis in a way that preserves the unity of Syria and the cohesion of its people, also highlighting the burdens borne by Jordan as a result of the Syrian refugee crisis. Regional and international efforts in the war on terror within a comprehensive strategy was also a focus of the meeting. For its part, the delegation expressed its appreciation of Jordan's pivotal role in achieving peace, security, and stability in the Middle East and the world, valuing the great humanitarian efforts exerted by the kingdom towards the refugees. Also at EBRD's 27th annual meeting and business forum, Her Majesty Queen Rania stressed that inclusivity is essential for the success of the future of work. Speaking in the presence of His Majesty King Abdullah, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Hussein, and 2,500 international participants, Her Majesty addressed the role of automation in transforming future jobs. The Queen stressed that innovation is an exclusively human trait, but pointed out that while automation and artificial intelligence might be threatening jobs and mainly entry-level positions, this drastic transformation does not have to come at the expense of young people, because technological advancements cannot replace dependable basic human nature and instincts. Her Majesty added that the threat of technological transformation can be alleviated through reimagining education and leveraging technology to give all people access to knowledge. Her Majesty went on to explain that automation will provide countless opportunities, including an explosion of innovation as machines take over routine tasks. Jordan is following up on the latest developments pertaining to Iran's nuclear program following the United States' exit from the deal Iran reached with world powers in 2015. State Minister for Media Affairs Mohammed al-Momani renewed Jordan's firm support to all international efforts and initiatives aimed at ending the proliferation of nuclear weapons and weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East and the world at large, especially efforts exerted by the United States in this regard. Momani stressed that the establishment of security and stability in the region and the world is of paramount importance to all regional and international parties, underlining the need to ensure Iran's compliance with international law, stop the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, and adhere to good neighborly principles. Momani referred to Jordan's non-stop support for efforts designed to boost global cooperation and relations based on mutual respect and the non-interference in the internal affairs of any country. Hand over to sports. Britain's Kyle Edmund enjoyed one of the biggest triumphs of his career by defeating former world number 1 Novak Djokovic 6-3, 2-6, 6-3 in the second round of the Madrid Open. Djokovic, a two-time champion in the Spanish capital, has not won a deciding set this year, and having previously suffered final set losses, the 30-year-old Serb's disappointing run continued. Edmund claimed a decisive break in the 8th game of the decider before coolly closing out his service game to love for his 14th match win of the year. The world number 22 will face 8th-seeded Belgian David Goffin in the 3rd round. And finally, for a look at the weather, the kingdom will be affected as of tomorrow by a Hamasini depression centered over Egypt, so a tangible rise in mercury levels is expected, becoming 4 to 5 degrees above their seasonal average and creating relatively hot and dusty conditions in many regions. Winds will be westerly moderate to brisk at times, blowing dust in the southern and eastern areas. Amman can expect a high of 27 degrees Celsius and a low of 18 degrees, while further south in the Gulf of Aqaba, relatively hot conditions are expected, with daytime temperatures at 32 degrees, dropping down to 24 at night. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Nancy Khair. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.